Hello, humans and pets. Today, we are Papadia-ing once again. Today, right now.
Right now, because Papa John's has a new. I knew I had to write this. It was a new Parmesan crusted Papadias.
Yes.
They changed the outside, like the Parmesan crusted chalupa, I think they had, but we didn't try that one. But this one is a new Papadias. So
I ripped the box.
what are you doing?
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So we ended up building one before we realized. It was kind of confusing because I thought it was like you had to build your own, but then you could take any one of their Papadias and make it into
so
this.
We made our own Papadia. We also got a Philly cheesesteak Papadia.
Correct.
Philly cheesesteak, we got a side of spicy garlic sauce. And then for the Papadia, there's 7 buckaroos each.
Yes.
So if they were $3.50, Mr. Turtle, it would be 2 Mr. Turtles. So the Papadia we have an Italian sausage, jalapeno pepper, and 3 cheese. Papadia. And we got a cheese cup.
That's the one he picked. You can go through and you can create your own. You can pick 3 different items off of their list of what you're going to do. So
we're going to eat it.
Open it up. We bought 2 different kinds. Because again, I think we bought the 3 new Papadias last time. And they were actually pretty good. So I said, well, we created one. And I said, you can get rid of it. Just open the thing, Ryan.
I'm having difficulties.
And
the box is going to be a little bit ripped.
jeez.
There we go. There's one Papadia.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
In foil.
And then he also got I believe a Philly's cheesesteak. I've been
one.
telling him I want to try an authentic. This got a garlic,
Ooh.
so I'm not sure what the garlic was.
That's the cheese.
All right,
I'll show him this piece.
you're gonna just break it in half. I was just gonna throw him the
Kind of
box.
cheesy. This is one we made as like spicy sausage.
Yep, it had
It
a
has peppers.
So which one is this?
Jalapeno peppers.
Is this the one you made?
Yeah, and then it has cheese.
Okay, we'll try that one
We'll
first.
try this one first, and then we'll try the Philly cheesesteak after. That's one that they make. So
All right, we'll try that one first. Then.
you can customize them for the same price.
Smells good. What do you think?
I don't know what to think. I want you to say first. But before, everything's good. I like their peppers. I like the jalapeno peppers in this. They're good. You can go next.
I just took a bite. I like when they cook the peppers. It does change the taste of them a little bit. It makes them almost sweeter. The sausage is good. The cheese, we got the 3 cheese blend. That was good. It's supposed to have a sauce. I'm not seeing this. You finally got to a sauce. I haven't got sauce yet, but it did come with you can dip it in a sauce. He picked the cheese one, but
Which we're gonna try.
I don't even hear.
No.
Overall, I gave you a generous amount of cheese in there. I like the hot pepper additive because I like the hot peppers anyways. It gives a little zing to it. I like these last time,
Yeah.
but
Now the star of the show is the crust. I don't know if I like it or not.
because it's crunchy. The last time they did it, they cooked it like this, and it was cooked a little more than,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they almost make it to a point of crispy, like you could see. But I don't mind it because it's not a pizza. It's more of a thing. So I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to
I wish
actually
the
take.
cheesy crust had the same cheesiness as the chalupa, the queso lupa from Taco Bell.
Oh, you're talking about with the cheese.
Yes, the cheese crust, not the
I
crust
forgot,
itself.
You know, it's funny. I forgot that was even on here.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
the whole
taste that.
point of the thing, the star of the show. I'm not tasting anything.
No.
I just taste like a little bit of like crunchiness. That's not like a. I'm not tasting no cheese.
Now that you say that, it just dawned on me. There's supposed to be something on the outside of this cheese.
It's cheese. You
And
can,
it's
you can
so
see
little,
it, but there's so little, and it's not flavorful.
No.
So I'm hoping the cheese.
I will agree with him now. At first, I'm like, why is it? Because it overcooked or whatever? I forgot that this was a Parmesan crusted cheese.
Yeah, that's the point of
the whole point of it.
Yeah, try some of this cheese sauce. Just with the cheese sauce, it's like a white. It looks like milk. It looks like it.
I don't know.
Hopefully, it tastes good.
Well, this would probably go good with the Philly cheese instead of the garlic butter you got. But no, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Ryan. I don't see the difference. Other than this crust is a little crunchier.
The cheese sauce has more cheese taste than the crust.
I agree with you now. This is no different than the other Papadias we ate. I didn't even think of that, and that's the whole reason we did this review.
You can see the difference. You cannot taste it from ours.
No, you are right. I was concentrating on the flavors on the inside. I totally forgot that they were supposed to put something on the outside of this. Like when you actually eat this,
Yeah.
I was thinking he's going to say there's no sauce, and there's so little sauce in mine. That's what I thought. But, I mean, when you do that, you can taste the cheese.
Yeah, but who's gonna tear the crust off and eat the cheese?
No one normal. Like when you, like this, I actually ripped off. Do that. Eat that right there. I didn't bite it. Eat it. You could taste the Parmesan in it.
Yeah.
But you have to dissect your food to do it. Like it's not something that jumps out at you.
I think the best thing that did this was the queso lupa. It's not like the advertisements where they're like pulling it apart and cheese is everywhere. That's for show. But it tastes really flavorful like cheese. It's the cheesy chalupa shell or whatever you want to call it. This is missing.
It's almost when
The cheese.
it gets maybe it'll be more on the Philly
This one
cheesesteak
has way more cheese than this one.
It might, because you know what? With the Italian sausage and the hot paper, maybe it's overtaking. Maybe our creation
I hope
overtook the cheese flavor. When you actually rip off that little piece of cheese, you can taste the Parmesan in it. It's not a strong Parmesan.
No, not at all. I would have liked it to be like, wow, cheese on the crust, you know, like the queso lupa.
Well, not only the queso lupa, like when you get the cheese you bread.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the Parmesan cheese, and you can taste Parmesan cheese. It stands
On like
out.
the crazy bread.
Well,
right,
on a
you're
crazy
talking
bread,
about?
yeah. That's the Parmesan flakes.
I want it to taste like you're eating a cheese pizza on the crust, and it just tastes like you're eating the crust with barely noticeable cheese.
The Parmesan does not shine through.
No.
You're right. But, go ahead.
I think
you're
it's
hungry,
the same
take the
amount
things
of
out.
money, though, as the other one.
Yeah.
For now. This is like an exclusive mobile order thing. I don't know. I'll take this piece, I guess.
You want the little one?
Here, you want it? Which one you want? I'll take
If you're hungry, you don't.
I'll take the middle one. So,
You want me
this
to
is
cut you a little bit
the
more
Philly
off?
cheesesteak.
Take the big one, Ryan.
No. Philly cheesesteak. Has
This
the
one we
stuff on
haven't
the
tried yet.
inside, And then it has the crust. It looks like a grilled cheese. Doesn't look like a...
Grab one of them knives up there. I'll give you a little more slack. Take the big one. Just take the big one.
Okay.
Take the big one.
I'll take the big one, I guess. I want my plate back, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, I hope this is gonna...
Go ahead. Try that one.
You can smell the cheese on this
Well,
one.
we've been talking about Philly cheesesteaks. All like driving around I've ever done. I've always wanted to go get an authentic Philly cheesesteak. You know, they have a couple main restaurants, so that's on our to-do list one of these days. But I've never actually had a Philly cheesesteak because we never actually went anywhere near Philly.
The stuff inside of it is too high quality, where the cheese on the outside, it's not as strong. This one, it's more noticeable. You get the texture of the cheese.
I bit the top, so I didn't get any.
Yeah. That's also another thing I would like to point out. I only do like the middle part. They don't do the edge. Which it's, you know.
Just talking straight up sandwich.
It's good.
The insides of this are actually really good. I like the steak and the peppers and the
Peppers
cheese,
still have a texture. They don't,
cheese.
like the Chipotle one we did, and I think it was the last one maybe.
That's very tasty. Their insides for their Philly cheesesteak is actually
The
pretty
cheese
tasty.
is really good.
It's actually, that whole combination is actually really good.
Last time, we only got a lot of sauce on the buffalo chicken papadia we had.
Yeah.
The other one didn't have a lot of sauce. This is good because it has a lot of sauce in both of them, which I am happy to see.
When you do this, and no one in their right mind is going to do this, you can really chase the cheese.
Yeah, but if you don't, you taste it a lot less.
And I'll agree, on this one, the Parmesan cheese is almost out of place.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where this Philly cheesesteak one is really good, where the Parmesan cheese almost competes with the ooey gooey delicious cheese that they have on the inside.
But it's not strong.
It doesn't take, you don't know it's there.
I would like it to be there, you know?
Yeah, you don't know it's there. When you do this, and again, it peels right off, and you eat this. This is actually really good, and it reminds me, and not everybody likes this, but if you go out and you get like a grilled cheese sandwich, a good place is gonna let the cheese spill out, and then it gets that fried cheese on the plate, on the pan, and then you get that little. It's almost like having a cheese fry, you know. That's what this tastes like, and it's really
like
good.
Crispy cheese.
Yeah, but when it's
you
on
can't
the
taste it.
sandwich, it doesn't fight through.
No, not
like
at all.
this, delicious. But on here, it's a good concept, and I don't know how they could make it have a bigger taste.
I don't know. More cheese, better cheese. I can't say.
I don't know.
The papadia is really good. I like the
I was
papadia.
gonna say these are good.
But
got
I
sauce
don't
all
like
over this, you didn't tell me.
the fact that
I'm a
you
mess
have
over
nothing
here.
on your face.
No, it feels like I have a big mess.
He's making it messy. You can't taste the cheese,
No.
and that's the shining product, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you go
Oops.
and it's like
I'm you today.
cheese pizza with Alfredo sauce, so it's like super cheesy or whatever. And then it has pizza sauce on it.
This cheese is weak too.
It's not what you ordered or what you expected to order, right? Maybe there's cheese in the sauce, the pizza sauce, but it's not what you expected to order, right? You get this, you see it, you're like, wow, it actually has cheese on it, like it says. You don't taste the cheese.
No.
It's not like, wow, cheese on it, you know? It's not, I bet if we got a regular papadia, like this one, and then you got the one with the cheese on it, because it's like an extra customizable, right? For the crust. You would taste nothing different.
Well, I was just gonna say it's almost too bad we didn't get two Philly cheesesteaks, one with the cheese and one without, because I don't know. Like I said, when you peel it and eat it like this, you can definitely taste it. But I don't know if you would have put them side by side, if you could taste the difference. I really don't.
But I have to thank Papa John's for now, right? 7 buckaroos each. So you can get it with the cheese or without the cheese.
Yeah.
It's the same price.
Right.
So it's like you want
What
the
it is,
cheese,
it's
possible cheese flavor, and go ahead. But it's
I mean,
not
you can definitely, you say that though, but like I just pulled that outside off.
when you pull it off.
And maybe it is there, but
You don't pull the bottom of the pizza.
It's not a
like
predominant.
the bread on the pizza.
You're
and then
not
eat
wrong.
The bread
You're
on
not
the
wrong.
pizza.
It's not a predominant taste, but it's adding a flavor that I don't know if you would be able to tell it if you ate them side by side.
Little Caesar just, I think, puts butter on it. And you can taste it throughout the whole thing. Especially on the crust. This is like 50% crust. So it's kind of hard.
Well, I'm trying to even relate it to like when we ate the quesalupa there, where it had the cheese on it and stuff. And again, they had their own little version of false advertising, because there's never one of the ones where he pulled apart where the cheese was hanging on there. But even Papa John's, when they do their cheese, it's overloaded.
But it tasted like...
It had a good taste, though.
The quesalupa tasted like you could rip apart and it would be cheese on it. It tasted what it was advertised. It didn't look like it or feel like it, but it tasted that way. This, I expected it to be like cheese in your face.
I think, though, when you eat the very top, like if you pull yours off and then you eat it without it, it does have a different flavor. But it's I will agree.
Yeah.
It's so insignificant in the difference in taste. You wouldn't know if it was on there or not. In fact, it's so insignificant. I was eating it and had no idea where you were going with it, because I didn't realize there was cheese on the outside, because it didn't taste any different. So let's put it that way. I was totally like, what is he going with this? Like, it's a little darker but the last ones were dark too. You know what I mean? It's just, I think it's because they cook it, there's probably an 800-degree oven, and they cook it, their cook time, and they got to get it hot in the inside. As far as, are they good? Yeah. Absolutely. Are they better with the cheese? I can't answer that.
I can't, no.
No.
I think
that's...
It's kind of a letdown. But, I mean, I don't know.
But again, we're also newbies to these guys. So if someone eats these all the time, and then you go and you get one with the cheese, excuse me, I had to swallow. Leave a comment down below if it does change the flavor, or if you didn't notice the change in flavor. We've got, I mean, this is what, the third time we've been to Papa John's in our lives, you know what I mean? So, maybe it did change the flavor of, say, that Philly cheesesteak one. We've never had the regular Philly cheesesteak one, so maybe it did change the flavor and we didn't notice it, but it didn't definitely.
Yeah.
It would have been better, if there was more cheese, like you said. And
the one disappointment I have with it, other than the fact that you can barely taste it, and you really have to search for the cheese taste.
Yeah.
Because the middle is so, like, densely packed with flavor that the crust is, like, the second thing.
The actual Papadias, I will say, for $7 a night.
Okay,
those are good. Those are good.
7 buckaroos for one of them.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. One thing I dislike is that the cheese was only in the center of it, not on the outside toward the edge.
I think that's the problem with trying to have it so that it doesn't spill out. Because they don't shut it like a calzone. See, that's the tricky part.
The cheese is not going to spill out.
Oh, you mean on the outside?
Yeah, the outside cheese, it was only like in the middle, right, toward the triangle.
Yeah.
It was like this, right? It's like this, and then it's like that. But you still have like all of this. And it
wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of cheese anyways. If they put more on it, you might actually been able to taste it better. And I think that's where if I remember correctly, not the quesalupa, where the chalupa, what was the one with the cheese on it? Was it the quesalupa?
Quesalupa had the cheese on it.
That had a crust on the outside with the cheese on the inside. So they could actually cook it easier. This one actually had the cheese on the outside. Yeah. So when they were trying to cook it, now you have the fear of burning the cheese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's harder that way. Where the quesalupa, they only had to worry about the little bit that came out, because it was actually in between two of the breads,
Yeah.
Yes, I know. You won it.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say I didn't, but I expected way more. So.
No, as far as lately, we've had such bad reviews. I'm not going to say it didn't make the sandwich worse. We're just not convinced whether it made the sandwich better. I guess the Papadia. The Papadia.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that little bit of cheese flavoring, because again, when you pulled it off and you ate it, you could definitely taste the Parmesan in it. But like you said, the innards are so good that you really couldn't taste it when you ate it all together.
Well, my first bite, I tasted like that cheesy, like pan cheese taste. And I was like, oh, I guess that's what they were going with it. And I'm like, do I like that on it or do I not?
Right.
And then I ate 15 more bites and then I ate 2 of them, and I can't say I tasted it again.
Yeah.
I only tasted that first time because the first time was just crust, and it had none of the inside stuff on it.
Yeah, I took the bite out of the crust on the very top, and I was just like, oh, it's a little crunchy because the edges get crunchy because there's nothing inside to keep it
But
moist.
also on the top,
But it had no
there's
cheese.
on
Right,
it.
right.
So that's where they should have put the cheese, if anywhere.
Yeah. Again, I totally forgot that was the whole purpose of us even going there. Is that they made the cheesy crust.
Yeah.
I was all excited to try the 2 different kinds. Like I actually forgot that our whole purpose of going is because we saw on Twitter that they were making this new.
It's only
case
for like the Papa
Lupa,
John's rewards people. We got it through the mobile app. So
yeah, because they said you have to be a rewards member in order to even order this to do it. So we're like, let's go get it. So it was good. I won't say it's not like the last couple reviews where we didn't even like the food. I enjoyed both of them,
but it wasn't fantastic.
I'm not sure. That's just I'm more confused than satisfied as far as did it make it better? I don't know. Couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
Did it make it worse? No, I can tell you that. I think it was good. I think they were both tasty. I did like his creation. He did Italian hot sausage with the hot peppers and the 3 cheese blend.
Yeah,
with their regular sauce. I would have liked a little more of their regular sauce.
I think it would have fit more if it was Alfredo, but I like Alfredo. So.
I wish you got a dipping like a regular marinara where we could have dipped a little more sauce.
Pizza sauce.
Yeah,
that would have been last
better.
time, so we'll
try something different. But I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
With your Italian sausage one.
Definitely.
I did like the hot peppers in there, and I did like when
their hot peppers have
sweet,
a spice. They're not
but I like when you cook them, they get almost sweet.
Yeah, and the flavor of the pepper was throughout the whole thing.
That's the reason why I like cooking them, because it flows through. And,
it had a spice, but it had a really nice flavor. I liked it a lot. I liked it more than the Philly cheesesteak.
Their Philly cheesesteak
was good.
It wasn't they actually, and I wasn't sure because again, even when I bought grinders as a kid, I always got meatball or Italian. There was one place that I ever got a roast beef. I've never bought a steak and cheese grinder that I know of that I've actually bought because they're always smaller than all the other ones. And that's why I keep trying to get you to try one, mainly because I too want to try one. And we already know that Audrey's favorite place is supposed to make one of the better ones. So it's one of them things, and again, it goes back to the Philly cheesesteak. I mean, we've never gone by Philly. We've been to Pennsylvania probably 3,000 times, but we've never gone by Philadelphia. But I would like to get. So, if I tried steak and cheese
would like to get some.
Even at any one of these restaurants that we've gone to, I've never had them. Like, I've never had a steak and cheese. Like, fresh. Your mother's brought home, like, a piece of one that she didn't have, and I tried it, but I've always ate it cold, and it's not the same as when you first get it.
It was warm, it was cheesy, the peppers weren't soggy, they had texture, they were flavored. The flavor of the pepper was throughout the whole thing. I liked the one a lot, but I think our creation was better.
Yeah, but their little mixture, it had a nice taste. It really did. It was a pretty good one. I did like your creation, but I like everything that we picked in that anyway. So they were both good. Again, I'm not sure about the cheesy crust. I said if you go back and watch our other review when they first came out with the 3 new ones, we liked all 3 of the Papadias last time. They were tasty. And for $7, you felt like you ate something. Again, I think we referred it back to the $6, popper, the hot popper chicken sandwich that you ate when you were hungry. When you eat one of these, it's a good amount of food.
It's no Little Caesars large pizza or 7 beefy potato Ritos, but I don't feel like I'm getting scammed.
But I got to go back to Little Caesars was on a tear where they had something new like
every
other day.
They had something new like every month.
And now we haven't been back. And like I look every once in a while because they do have good deals. I keep on begging him
to get the slices and sticks for $6.
But we've already done it, and he just wants.
But it's the best thing in the world.
It is, and we'll have to just get it. But much like when we just did the rant review, we ended up getting a bunch of potato Ritas that he didn't want to eat.
The vegan
I ate them for breakfast this morning. So
I ate mine. I ate my beef potato Ritos. I had one during the recording, and I ate 2.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point. We had 6.
Yeah.
So it was 3 for him.
I'm not saying he didn't
3
like
for
them.
me.
They were actually delicious.
I ate them all.
Yeah.
I ate all mine.
They were actually delicious this time.
They
They
were
really
really
were.
good.
And they are good. And for a
And
buck,
they're
you can't
great
beat that.
microwaved as well.
Honestly, you know what? One of these days we will have to go back and get the slices and sticks because you know what? Those were so good the first time. I'm wondering if we just got a fluke.
I don't think so.
'Cause
there's very few things we dislike from Little Caesars.
There was nothing. Even
they
their
were-
wings they weren't good, but they weren't bad.
No, they definitely weren't bad.
And
I liked a few of them.
that's another thing. Right? I keep trying to get them. There's a couple places that we haven't been.
The Buffalo Wild Wings.
Like Buffalo Wild Wings, we've been like once or twice in our lives. So we were gonna go there, and we actually found a wing stop, which I've never ate at. So if you guys want to see reviews for them places, leave a comment down below. He's not a wing fan, as he says, but
we are going to.
I keep trying to get him to expand.
Them eventually.
I told him when we get 200 subscribers,
200 subscribers.
Buffalo Wild Wings has a Carolina Reaper home challenge where you get 12 wings and they give you a thing of ice cream and a headband and a sweatband because you're going to be sweating by the time. And I don't even know if I can eat it. Carolina Reaper is no joke. That is one hot pepper.
But I would like to do it.
So if we do get 200 subscribers, we're going to do that. I told him we should go to Wingstop and try out a few of their flavors just to build up his tolerance a little bit. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But all right, so there is our Papadia. Cheesy Parmesan crusted.
Parmesan crusted Papadia. We got a Philly cheesesteak. And then we had one with Italian sausage, jalapeno peppers, and a 3 cheese blend.
And as far as Papadias, I would definitely
don't expect super cheesy flavor from the crust.
I'm not sure that the crust actually added. It was so insignificant. I forgot that's what was the whole point of us.
Yeah,
doing it, so.
I laughed. You know, I chuckled a little bit because it made me funny. It made me funny. I'm hilarious, but it was just the fact that
I totally
we
forgot.
went and did it, and then I'm like, the crust, the crust, and he's like, well, it's a little crispy. And I'm like, no, not the crust, the stuff on the crust.
I totally forgot that that's even the whole point because it was so insignificant. I didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah.
Like it didn't add to a flavor. But then again, I go back to where's that place? It was Jersey Mike's. I don't want to misrepresent. We went to twice trying to get a Parmesan something, and the bread had no flavor whatsoever.
Yeah, the bread didn't change.
None. So again, we might have had that
some
bread.
grinder place.
Yeah, I think it was Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, that was the only place we went twice.
And it both times the bread had zero.
I don't know if they just didn't put it on there
because it was supposed to be like a rosemary and garlic or something bread, and it had
like
zero flavor. It tasted
bread,
like white bread. So who knows? But again, it didn't make them bad. No. I'm just not sure it made them better.
It made me disappointed.
Yes.
Because I came in, unlike him, excited to go and see. Oh wow! I want to see how much
I was
it changes
excited on the
with
ride
crust.
over there, but I totally forgot that was the whole point of getting it. Like I was more excited to try. A, you picked a Philly cheesesteak, which I wanted to see what that tasted like, and B, your creation we made up. So I thought that sounded good too. Yeah. So I was more excited to just.
Well, we originally thought we had to make one up. Well,
yes.
He did. I was confused because they have these with the crust, but.
Again, I don't know. I just looked real quick this morning when it popped up because I wasn't going to do this. We had 2 other places I wanted to go, and this one popped up as new online exclusive.
It's funny because we keep on saying that the videos, we might do shorter ones, but they keep getting longer and longer.
All right, so
it makes me smile.
Let's wrap it up then. So again, leave a comment down below if there's something you want to see, and we'll cut it off quick. Thanks for subscribing. See you next video.
Like the video.